And this episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast is brought to you by Draggin Bags. I'm fondling mine right now. Gotta love them.
Let everyone see the.
They got great
set.
finger feel, and these are split out.
The greatest set of all time.
The most gorgeous, beautiful set of power dragons ever bequeathed to any human being. Just look at that sag.
Wow.
And we'll prove something later to you as to why this sag is so nice. Exactly. Yeah. So if you want to get your sag on, get your drip, play with your sacks. Head over to dragginbags.com and pick up some of the best bags in the business. Drop code BIGASP12 at checkout to save yourself some money. So do yourself a favor. Head over to Draggin Bags today. And once again, that code is BIGASP12.
Welcome to the Big Ass Cornhole Show with Sean and Dane, the host you know, talking cornhole life and random fun. Grab a beer, let's get it done. From tossing bags to life's wild ride, tune in and join the party, don't you hide. It's the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast time with Sean and Dane. It's always prime.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you as always. What's up, dude?
You know, same old. Just another Monday.
Another Monday.
A little different looking this week. Now we got basketball on.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm excited for the season, man.
I am too. Man.
Ever since Mitchell decided to re-sign with us, I'm like, dude, like, they're trying to build something. I respect it. I like our core.
Honestly, I do like basketball. I watch quite a bit of it. And
I'm a Cavs fan.
If our offense runs through Mobley, we will be a entirely different team, and they're starting to do that.
I think
they're
Mobley,
really good.
he's ready now. It's his third year. Let's get him.
And Sean, you should have hit that line when it was at plus 350. Your boys done came back.
I should have. All right. So a lot of stuff to get to today. It's going to be kind of a weird episode. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fast paced.
Rapid fire. Pew, pew.
So, Dane, do what you do best. Let the folks know what we're sipping on tonight in our favorite segment called What You Drinking. What you drinking?
Well, we're just going to stay hydrated tonight. Just some water.
The health kick.
Yeah, we had for Sean, for myself, it was just more of a, it was a life choice just to have some water on a Monday night. So I was up early for work, and now I'm here, just late night, chugging some water. I know it's boring, but hey, we're getting older now.
It is.
All right, I can't be just chugging beers all day, every day.
Hey, not every day. Not every day.
It's not the good days like COVID.
That's why there's 7
Come
of
on.
them.
Exactly.
All right, folks, we have more audio gold planned for you all today. Today, we're going to be clarifying some of the bag testing stuff that we talked about last week. We happen to have a set of Ultra Viper RS and the handy dandy Ultra Min bag checker.
Yeah, and honestly, like RS must stand for really small.
Yeah, so if you are watching the video version of it, thanks, because you're a Patreon member.
Yeah. And
you're going to be able to see live on this episode the actual testing of the bag. So
with our sweet picture-in-picture technology, because, your boys are up in their game.
Yeah,
so.
Dane, it's just, he
Let's
blew my mind.
I know, Sean was like, I really wish we could show it. I'm like, what do you mean? Bing. It's already hooked up, brother.
So, we're going to be recapping the Battle of the Queens event. There are a few listener questions, and then we're going to be joined by ACL rookie Mr. Colin Hodet. I'm really excited, man.
Me too, man. He seems like a
proud,
like one of us.
Proud Team Big Ass member.
Damn Skippy.
Oh yeah, so he's a rookie. I'm really looking forward to the interview. I think he's a very outgoing dude. I think he's very funny. So,
and if not, then we completely misplayed that one. So it'll be
an
interview though. So we'll see how it goes.
It'll be an interview. So hope you guys enjoy it. But before we get to all that, we're gonna let you know what's going on in our cornhole lives in our segment called In and Around the Hole.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
All right, so I'm just gonna start off. Like, I miss golfing so much. Like, I need to get out so bad, and I have about 2.5 hours in between patients tomorrow.
Yeah,
like
you're just gonna go
during my lunch. You know what I mean? Like, I had a patient cancel before and after lunch, so I have like a good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, go let 9 rip.
Yeah, can I get out there and let 9 rip? I don't know.
Is there a course that close? You need one like 10 minutes away from you.
It's 12 minutes away. Yeah.
You'll be there at a good time. I think
I've done it before. Yeah. If I can go out and I play by myself and it's not overly slow. Hour and 25 minutes, hour 30 minutes, I could rip through it. I'm back before.
If you get back and you have a patient waiting, not that long, obviously, because you still have 2.5 hours. You just say, I'm sorry, I had a late jump on lunch. Like, I'm just getting back. Let's do it. They have no idea you went golfing.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, your hands might be all bloody because they're baby soft and you have to grip the club, but you never know. Maybe you'll get lucky.
You just never know. But yeah, I've been dying to get out.
I just had to take that subtle jab at you because it's still funny.
I get it.
I know we brought it up last episode. We'll bring it up again in the future. So
all this week, it's been like family stuff.
Yeah.
So Friday, I had my daughter's school was trunk or treat.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with that, it's basically trick or treat. People drive their cars, they park it, they decorate their cars, and you pass out candy. Mm-hmm. It's like a little fundraiser, all that kind of stuff.
I heard it wasn't highly attended this year.
There was tons of kids. There weren't many cars passing out candy,
which is so cheap. Don't bring your kids.
Candy's expensive right now, man, and you needed enough for 600 kids.
Yeah, that's nuts.
We spent like $200 on candy. Like just for this event alone.
Good Lord. I mean, I'd be like, you get a Tootsie Roll. Oh, a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, correct. Well, I had, you know how dad gets passed out candy.
I know.
And I'm like, hey, one piece, brother. Like you can't be handing out handfuls right now.
600 pieces.
Yeah, like we should be good, but like just easy. Like let's just remember it's a 2-hour event here. So let's play the marathon game here.
I mean, we're dumb. We haven't even bought our candy yet.
We did not win an award for our car decorations. So if I'm gonna have to do this next year, I'm gonna go all in. Like I'm not losing this. Like now that I know that people actually take this shit seriously, like okay.
So did they like blow you out of the water then?
Dude, there was a car that brought a Christmas tree dressed up like the Grinch, and they had a snow machine a snow cannon that was shooting out bubbles.
Okay,
no, I'm not gonna. How do I compete with that with a blow up shark? And like me and Dad did turn our car into a sweet ass shark, right? That turned out nice, but like. We don't have a snow machine.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a few compliments on the blow up shark on top of the trunk, but that's about it.
They're like, oh, that's cute. Yeah. Look at this guy. Yeah. He's got a snow machine.
I had Logan sitting inside the trunk, so it looked like the shark ate him. It's like the kids would get out of the Halloween. I'm like, if you take only one piece, like the shark won't eat you. He's already kind of full. He's in there. So it was killer. It was killer with little kids, man.
They thought it was hilarious.
Slaying. Saturday, real treat.
Mm-hmm.
I was subjected to my first ever cheer competition.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh. I know those things can be intense. I just can envision you at a cheer competition.
No idea what I was walking into. Now, my wife was out of town that morning, and she met me at the event. Yeah. So I was responsible for getting her ready for a cheer competition.
Dude, how did you do her hair?
Yeah, I can do a pony. I can do a braid. What do you need?
Okay.
Listen, 7 years go by, you learn some stuff. Okay.
I mean, believe me, I used to be able to braid hair.
I can do high pony, low pony. Just tell me what you need, and I can.
Can I go side pony?
Yeah.
All right.
I got you.
We'll do it after the show.
So I take my daughter, and she has to be there an hour before the event, so like they can run through their routine or whatever. So I take her there, and of course, like I had to bring my son.
Yeah.
Thank God for technology. If I did not have a tablet and headphones to put on this kid. There's no way in hell we are just sitting there for an hour waiting for then the 2.5 or 3 hour competition to then start. That my daughter's up there for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah. And
then you got to watch all. So I was under the impression she's still young. Like this is not a competitive thing, right? Mm-hmm. No, nay. She's like the next step up. So that's when they do give out awards. So we don't get to just leave after they're done performing. I was thinking, all right, we just dip out. She does her little dance. We all clap, cheer, and we don't care about anyone else. So let's go. No. We had to stay there.
And because what if they win?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's a competition, Sean.
Yeah, so we had a heart-to-heart afterwards. So, spoiler alert, she did not win a medal. So
it was because of that Tiffany bitch, wasn't it?
There was 1 or 2 girls that messed up their choreography. But anyways, that's not the point.
I knew it, dude.
So we're walking back. She decides she wants to go with me. So we're walking back to the car. She's super quiet. I can tell she's a little mad. So I'm pulling out. Look back. I'm like, you all right? And she's like, yeah, just give me attitude. I'm like, quiet, I'm like, you mad? Yeah. And I'm like, are you mad? And I'm like, that you guys didn't get a medal? And she's like, yeah. And then she started crying. I felt kind of bad, but I'm like, all right, did you practice as hard as you could? And she's like, yeah, I practice every day. I'm like, all right, then that's what sucks about a team sport. Yeah. All the other ones didn't practice. So next year you're going to be one of the older ones. So if you don't want this feeling again, then work hard and make sure everyone else is working hard. And then you'll be successful. But it's okay to be pissed off when you lose. I hate losing.
Yeah.
I told her I coached the competitive team. She knew, like, she's seen trophies and stuff. I'm like, I coached for 9 seasons. We only won 4 of those years. Mm-hmm. The one that matters. You know what I mean? So that means more often than not, I was a loser. It sucks.
I mean, loser in like quotes. You guys still had
No, we had great
phenomenal
seasons, but
other seasons where like you maybe lost a game, so it's a little different, Sean.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
if you
saying,
lose
like,
the game that matters, it doesn't matter.
yeah, but it's saying,
No one
like,
remembers who took second place unless you were part of that team.
I'm just saying.
I know. I get you.
Belichick had a long career.
This is a long history for me. Like going back to high school days where we lost state championship both junior and senior year
It gave you a complex.
to the same fucking team. Same
Cowbells
so.
just haunt your dreams.
Oh, God. Fuck Westerville. If anyone's
Yeah.
listening from there, so sorry. But
Yeah,
not a huge fan of
Westerville,
that.
north, south, east, and west all came together.
Cheer people are crazy. Realize that. Like loved. But like I
You
kind
never
of
watched like Dance Moms or
No, I
anything
don't.
like that
No,
show?
no.
Like,
But like
hilarious.
low key, like obviously we're fans of drama.
Yeah.
Dude, I was eating that shit up. But like I was just standing there pretending to watch the tablet, and I could just already hear all the moms complaining that one team, the first team that went out there, was running through the routine like a few times, which was like, no,
Yeah,
apparently.
you can't do
and
that.
every mom was giving the hardest side eye to every team. Again, they're like 13-year-old girls in there.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be mad at the coach, it's fine. But ultimately, if a plastic or like a metal that I can go buy at the store down the street for like $5 is going to mean that much, then I don't know.
Sean, tell that to your daughter who was in the
I
back
know.
seat in tears,
I know.
okay? Have a heart.
Yeah.
Serious stuff.
Yeah. And Val's like, should like we get her a medal? I'm like, no, they didn't win. They did not win or come in
Yeah, we
second
don't
place.
need participation
Like, no,
trophies
no.
here. That's
I found it very ironic that the team that won best choreography, their coach weighed about 400 pounds. So that was
I
fun.
mean, hey,
So
she got the moves though.
she does got the moves. And
Can you give
can
the
I
people
just-
at home what she did? Because I died last night when he did this.
So
for
mind
me.
you, she is in a like a leopard skin top that was muffined all about. And then
But the spots hide those. All right, Sean.
pure girth and pouring out.
It's
over a set of
natural
jeans.
camouflage.
So anyways, they announced that they get best choreography, and they were pissed that they didn't get like in their division first or second.
Yeah.
They get announced as choreography, and she looks and she taps her chest and points to the sky, and she walks over to get the medal behind all of her team. I was sitting there at that point by myself in the stands, just looking for anyone else to make eye contact with me, be like, "You saw that
Yeah,
too, right?" But
again-
there's no one there. Do you know who I wanted with me more than any other human? Not outside of you.
Big Bumpa.
No.
Damn.
It was a good
Chrissy.
guess though. Good guess though. No,
Chrissy.
No. You're getting closer.
Getting closer. Oh God, why?
Who have we had the most awkward experience of all time with cousin wise?
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I wanted Tyler to be sitting next to me and just to meet eye contact,
Yeah.
and we would have laughed for 4 days straight.
The problem is you guys would have laughed so uncontrollably.
It would have been
And
uncomfortable.
see if it was Big Bumpa,
Yes.
the whole crowd would have heard his laugh,
yeah.
and no one would have
Yeah,
given
that's
a
very
shit
true.
because
Yeah, very true.
he had no shame. So like,
I take all the above that you just
Yes.
listed. Any of them would have been perfect. But yes, it was just an awesome moment. I'm like, I gotta snapshot that, and you'd be proud I kept my phone away. I mean, I did not
I'm
record.
proud of you. You're right. I'm very proud. My weekend wasn't nearly as exciting.
But you got to golf.
Golfed on Sunday,
Sweet.
but not so sweet. It was
Nice invite.
annoying round. We had frost delay, so our tee time was at 9:15, anticipating said frost delay because usually they'll just be like, "Yeah, we're not sending these people off. Go home."
Yeah.
No, they decided to push everyone back to start. So, which I get. Like some courses do that. Other places are just like, "Sorry, like you
I get it.
chance the elements. It is what it is." They said we're going to start at 9:30, teeing people off, and we'll just go in order for everything. I'm like, all right, sweet. So already an hour and like 15 minutes
So
delayed.
what tee time waited? Like, what was the earliest tee time that waited till that 9 o'clock?
So the first tee time of the day was 7:50.
And they waited.
They waited.
Okay. I mean, I would too.
Yeah, and then
If I knew I was getting off first, yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
call the wife, be like,
Yeah,
I'm
for
just gonna
sure.
be an hour later, but
Yeah.
we'll hum through it. Yeah, and then there was a twosome that had the next tee time at like 8:03, and then there was like 5 other tee times than us.
Okay.
Everyone stayed besides one other group.
Okay.
So we were also a twosome, had a foursome, 2 backed out. So they're like, hey, why don't you join up with the other twosome so we make foursome, blah, blah, blah. Well, we thought we were going to jump up to the second tee time.
Yeah,
with that
which
other
makes
team.
sense.
Yeah.
100%.
No, instead they made them go back with us because it was threesomes in front of us. So they thought like, oh, these guys will stay out ahead. So strike one on the day.
It does not matter.
Yeah.
If
Because
they're
we were
shit
on
golfers,
everyone's
yeah.
ass the entire time. Strike two, the two guys that we played with, very nice. We had a great time golfing with them, but they were twins that haven't been golfing that long and chose to play from the tips. We played a difficult course. It ate them up.
Yeah.
Like ate them up.
Because Bunker Hill is, there's a lot of elevation changes.
Yeah, and
and we don't get that a lot in Ohio. But
yeah, you got to know your yardages and
Yeah.
you got to be accurate
it's a nice
with your
course.
irons
And the greens
shit.
are always pretty quick.
Yeah. And I was accurate with my yardages, hit and miss with irons. Like on accuracy, it was not my best day, but like,
That's my goal next time.
It's just a
I golf,
frustrating round.
is I want to just get my yardages figured out.
Yeah.
Like just finally figured out like just what is my range here with each club. And I think I just need to start clubbing up and swinging less and try, you know what I mean? Like for right now.
You gotta feel it.
Because right now, again, like all my clubs are going.
Your stock swing shouldn't be your power swing. You know,
I know, but it's always been.
Yeah.
You know, it just feels most comfortable for it. But anyways,
so yeah, I mean, I just but then like Saturday, wife and I just went on a hike in the morning with the dog, and then hit up a place in Brunswick called Niners Diner.
Okay.
Because they had like all these like eccentric Halloween drinks, and
cool.
Amy's a sucker for anything with dry ice in it. So went out there. She had some good cocktails. I indulged in some of them as well. Then I had some beers. Great food. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It was nice.
sweet. And then we got together as a family, had dinner,
And then
carved
Sunday
pumpkins,
was carved pumpkins. So I do
watched
have,
the Browns.
I didn't see the Browns win,
What
but
okay, this makes
maybe
me
I just
so
need to
mad.
not watch.
Can I just say I think I've said 2 or 3 weeks in a row now, the Browns need in this offense, it's always been successful with a prototypical big body pocket passer.
Yeah.
Right.
And they
With not necessarily running mobility, but enough pocket presence that he can move around and maybe buy him some time.
yeah,
But
maybe, look at 2 or 3 wide receivers in a progression rather than just
I've been saying
stare one and
since
panic.
week 3, right? So Winston was garbage week 1. Week 2 played decent. You know what I mean? Like, all right, maybe there's still hope. Week 3 was complete trash. I was out.
Yeah.
I've been saying I just want to see Winston. I wasn't hoping the guy got hurt, but I mean, to me, after 7 weeks, he was garbage. So I'm like, all right, well, we're probably going to see him anyways.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they kept this dude on the bench. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Exactly.
It's so frustrating because like now I'm like, the season's already lost. We're not going to run out the season. You know what I
No.
mean? Like it's inevitably we're going to lose one.
But should we like try?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like we already phoned it
that.
in. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, can we just like
If we're going to
maybe
miss the
get a
playoffs,
top
miss
5
the
pick?
fucking playoffs.
Yeah, let's get a top 5 pick and just. I mean, I don't like.
There's
to
no
play
consolation
that game,
prizes
but,
for
like,
taking third in your division and missing the playoffs. Fuck
Yeah.
that. We want a good draft pick.
And I hate playing that game. But again, like this is the NFL and teams do it. Like I mean, the Detroit Lions did it.
Guess what?
for
This is
Christ's
called
sakes. I mean,
rebuilding phase.
Yeah.
And we have a bridge guy, hopefully, in Winston if he stays healthy and he
somebody
keeps
that
rolling.
can get us like 4 seasons or something. Just
But
get
we
us
still
over
need
the hump and develop
our
someone.
guy.
We
We
do.
need our
Yeah.
Josh Allen. We need our Patrick Mahomes.
I
We
just
need the
really
guy that's
don't
just
know
gonna
if
be there
our
forever.
guy is in this draft.
I don't know either, man. I have no
It's
idea.
tough because like I mean I've been watching a lot of college football,
Yeah.
just trying to see who the next guy might
Yeah.
be, and it is questionable. I mean, I don't mind like Ward from Miami. I think
Yeah.
he's got flashes of brilliance, but the rest of them, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's fair enough.
It's hard.
It
But
is.
saga continues for the pumpkins for me though. Bring mine home. We're gone at work all day today. I come home and the front of my pumpkin is knocked in, like ripped out. Somebody ripped the
Really?
bottom jaw off and just left it there and then stole the light that was in there. Like a $2 puck light.
Like, do you think he was like an animal?
No, it was
Oh.
definitely a person. Like
They
it was
left
too
Amy's
clean.
alone though.
Yeah, didn't touch Amy's. Yeah,
That's so
but
weird.
I took her glasses off and like
Yeah,
put them
yeah, I saw,
inside
yeah.
and stuff. So like nobody touched hers. But yeah, they just ripped mine out, took the light, and walked away. So this is why I hate people. Like it's
Hooligans.
just there's no point in it. It's
Straight hooligans, shenanigans.
so in other words, I'm just gonna throw my pumpkin away now
Even
before anyone else
shenanigans.
gets to see it. And it was a good one. It was a good one.
Sure was. All right, so looks like the Cavs are might pull this one out.
They're doing all right.
All right, so this weekend was the Battle of the Queens.
cheers.
And I believe it was the 4th year that they've done this. Either the 4th or the 5th year that they've
Yeah.
been doing it. It's been getting bigger every year, and it draws like the biggest female players in the country to one location.
it's a big deal.
So heading into like the pro season, it's kind of a nice feeler out of like, all right, where's everyone at? It's like a good hierarchy, right? You go to a tournament like this. Again, it's a big cash tournament. This is what these women are doing, right? Like they want to play cornhole full time. Like these are paydays for them.
Yeah.
Right. So if we start off with singles, I mean, it's only fitting Battle of the Queens, Cheyenne Renner, Bubenheim wins over Cameron Belvin.
It is pretty much what you said last is that the next tier up is Belvin, and
we've been asking who that next person is, and she's always in conversation. It's always been like Belvin and Cassidy, and then, you know what I mean? Like, and Hunter, Coy, you know what I mean? Like, it just, who's going to be there? And Belvin shows up at this big tournament, plays really well. So you kind of got to give her that nod right now.
For sure.
Another name that we just mentioned before, Sarah Cassidy, she takes third. Riley Schaff takes fourth.
Okay. So she's
an ACL rookie playing in the women's division, and I believe also the juniors division. She's a very talented player. So I think it's one of those names that when it comes to like the women pro stuff this year, just
she's
kind
a
of
name that we've been hearing for several years now.
Yeah.
She just kept moving up the ranks slowly but surely. So
and she does very well representing the brands. I know she has always been sponsored by Lucky Bags. I mean, she's on that team. So it's very solid showing with very loaded women's tournament here. And then in fifth place we had Hunter and Finley.
Okay, I mean. Finley's always around.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you look at the top, I mean, these are the best of the best. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, maybe missing one or two out of there, but that's about it.
In doubles, Cheyenne continues her run, and so does Belvin. They end up partnering up, and they win doubles. They double dipped Cassidy and Hunter, which was kind of surprising because Cassidy and Hunter were rolling.
Yeah.
And then again, just when Cheyenne's going to throw like a 10-4 or 10-6, like it's just, man, it's really tough.
When she doesn't miss, it's nearly impossible to beat her.
Yep.
That's why she's so damn good.
So Bubenheim and Belvin pull off the double dip. In third place, we had Sam Finley and Allison Springer. So very nice showing there.
Heck yeah. We haven't heard Allison's name in a minute.
No, I know.
Nice to see
again, when we first started the show, I mean, she was consistently one of the top 5.
For sure, but I mean,
it happens.
Yeah, it does.
Life happens. Kimberly and Kelly Jenkins take fourth, and then Schaff and Linda Ford, who's been on the show, and then Dool and Coy, they're all tied for fifth.
Yeah. We had her on as Linda Peralta.
Yes, correct.
And since married, so.
Correct.
There you go.
All right, so I think it's time for the dramatic reading, and that's just going to bring about like all the whole conversation.
The whole hullabaloo?
The whole hullabaloo.
In a world where bean bags have brought men to their knees, social media serves as sanctuary for keyboard warriors. Time for the dramatic readings.
Ultra Cornhole. Bag break-in comes in many levels. When you get your fresh set of Viper RS in the mail, you may be tempted to immediately test it with the Ultra Min checker tool. You can, but you will find that it is probably too small in width. When you get the bag shipped to you, it is what many call new in wrapper. In this state, it is brand new and requires some break-in prior to size verification. To provide a little more insight, let's discuss how we make a bag. After we stitch the two sides together and apply our seam lock technology to the seams, we invert the bags, fill, and final stitch. We then check the bag for quality, package, and ship to you. Basically, nothing is done to bring the bag into shape. The fabric near the stitching needs to be flexed, bent, and distorted in order for the bag to develop its shape. This is where the preconditioning comes into play. This process only involves working the bags by hand for a few minutes each. Hold half the bag and flex them and fold them by shaking, twist, squeeze, and bang the corners against a smooth, hard surface like a kitchen granite. You should spend about 5 minutes per bag. This process gets them feeling looser as it starts to develop the corners and seams. At this point, the bags are far from fully broken in, but a bag check can be done to verify size. This is the condition we send our bags to the ACL for approval. Want more info? Check the comments for links to how to verify the bag using our tool and other break-in levels. Okay.
Man, they burned through an entire dramatic piano and then some.
All right, so
wordy.
Lots of info. So before we get into the discussion of stuff, let's just verify. These bags have not done... Actually, I'm going to pull out one that I haven't even tested yet. This is truly fresh from the bag. Verified in the package.
Nice package.
Thank you, man. I've been told. All right, so
Okay.
While I'm measuring this, just for a minute while we're talking, can you just kind of play with this bag with your hand?
Yeah, I can. Do you
For a
want
few
me to
minutes?
just do you want me to try the fold of the corner method? And
So just
all
for
of
if you're
that?
watching on video, this is not going to be great for the podcast, but I'm holding up the white and pink camo Viper RS. Okay. It's got the ACL Pro 2025 stamp on it. And then we also have, I'm always going the wrong way, the Ultra Min bag checker. All right. So you'll see that in the video that they have two different sizes. All right. So the longer one, or if you're watching the video, the one on top is for the diagonal. The bottom one is for the width of the bag. All right. So,
or the shorter one.
so you
I'm
playing with that?
massaging.
All
Yeah.
right. Why don't you set that off to the side?
Okay. Is it time
All right.
for our
Yeah.
in-camera technology?
Let's
Okay. Let me go ahead and get this guy going. Bing. Okay.
All right. So we got the bag testing tool here. All right. So we're going to do diagonal first. All right. So just literally just set the bag down. We're going to go diagonal. So here, this is the one diagonal one. Yep. So we got here.
Can you turn it slightly for the camera once you're done? A little bit more.
More. You got that. That's this way.
So you can see there's
A little bit of a
minute gap.
Not that bad though. Let's check the other one. The other angle is actually fine. So that one's good. Then let's check the width of the bag. So I'm actually gonna
that's
pat this down a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, slap it. There it is.
Okay. So it's the width. All right, so there is a little bit of a gap there. Not much, maybe
I'd say like eighth
of an inch?
of an inch.
Yeah. An eighth of an. All right, so why don't you hand me that set of bags that you've been playing
So
with?
honestly, the one that I've been playing with,
Okay, so I'm just gonna
it was
work it in just a little bit.
it was much smaller on the diagonal than
Yes.
that one we just measured.
Correct. All right, so I'm gonna pat it down. We're gonna go with the diagonal first. So here. Yeah, that's
All right, you got to turn this thing.
I'm
Man.
going to, man. I was just making sure.
Yeah, yeah. So that one,
That's still off by now. Again, we haven't done the full break in, but let's check let me test the other one. Now the other diagonal is good.
okay. So it just needs to get those other corners a little bit more
Yes.
then.
So now let's
Which
check
again, so just kind of messing with it.
the width. So the width is still.
So like, yeah, and I do understand
Just
it.
barely.
Like, you can definitely get this thing stretched out with your hands to meet the specs. But then like, now do you want to show the example of like a fully broken in
Yes.
set of these beauties? Yeah.
The Power Dragon by Draggin Bags. All right.
So this is what a fully broken in set. Like this is probably close to being retired here.
So it makes
So
contact
it's right
on both
on-
sides. I
right
don't know if
on
you
the-
can see the other side too. If I pull it this way.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
contact
touching it
both
there.
sides. We'll check the width. Width is fine. It's definitely on both sides. Touching.
With us touching on both sides.
And then thickness is as long as it's making contact with the surface and with the top of the bag, and we
Yeah,
can see
and
here
you
it's
can
making
it's,
contact.
it's wiggling it.
So, yep.
Yeah,
so Power
I mean,
Dragon
it's
checks out.
like it checks out beautifully. So
Okay, so here's if you want to turn that off.
yeah,
for
I
here.
can turn it off.
So here's my biggest thing. I completely get what they're saying, and it makes all the sense in the world, right?
Yeah.
My only issue is that if everyone else is already selling bags in the specs, and just again, we didn't test a whole bunch, but I tested 4 or 5 other series, and they all met right away.
Yeah, right away
Like,
without
and they're
being
not broken in
nothing.
or anything.
Yeah.
So my only thing is, like, if we're having everyone else sell bags within specs, right, and they have the stamp on it, so when I get those bags and it has the ACL stamp on, that's supposed to be the guarantee that they're ACL approved and the bags are legal and ready to go to a tournament.
Yeah.
Why is it that Ultra is allowed to, if they and they know that it's not within specs, and I get that they're going to be inspected break in. It's just the semantics of like, how are you allowed to put a stamp on it if it doesn't meet the specs when you are initially sending it out there?
So to me, it's like, are we considering it bag manipulation by them, like kind of working in that fabric before they send it to the ACL.
And again, I know I'm nitpicking here.
Yeah.
100%. And
But I get
this
what you're
bag
saying,
is going
like,
to break in a little bit. And
novice
it's going to
that
be
doesn't
fine.
know these nuances, who just happens to come across this set of bags because he saw people throwing it and
Now,
thought
would
it was
it,
cool
would,
looking.
in what world will it ever happen where a guy orders a set of these,
Yeah.
goes to like an ACL regional in the intermediate and wins, right?
Yeah.
And then they get check his bags. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then they didn't fail.
You never know, Sean. 'Cause
You know what I
he's
mean?
got a
Like
set of
it's I
power,
100%.
Really
It's
smalls
just
in
the
his
fact
hand.
that they are knowingly sending out bags that aren't within specs already
Yeah.
when everyone else has to.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's a weird. I mean, to me, it's just exploiting a loophole. I guess. Like you could legally make your bags a little bit smaller if you just kind of work them in and stretch them out.
Yeah. And I think it's smart to go out
And we all
address
know that it will meet
100%,
spec by throwing it in.
It's not
or
missing
breaking
it by
in
that
any
much
method.
where I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way this is ever going to start.
No, it's
like
not
I would love.
absurd or anything, and it does sit fat. I will say
We're
that.
not done with this tool because
Yeah.
I want to go full break-in method on these.
Exactly, yeah,
And
see what
just
it's-
check it. So
yeah.
we're gonna wash them, treat them.
I think maybe do 2.
Okay.
Treat 2,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
we'll keep
I got
the
you.
other ones just to have the reference point.
Okay. Yeah. So and then we'll go back, and I want you. You have a mission. I want you to go find the OG 357s.
Okay,
gotta
I
have them
know
somewhere.
right where they're at. They're sitting.
Okay. So
Right on my Three
I mean, because
Seasons room.
that's about as small as a bag that I can remember.
Dude, that
And I just wanna
that
check it.
thing's almost like mini bag size.
I just want to see the comparison
yeah.
of where the pro game was to what it is now.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
So
we
I
want to
think-
talk illegal bag. That thing.
That's why I want to. I'm interested.
questionable
in check. Yes.
at best.
I'm interested. Now it is again just to reiterate from last week. Tony Forbes' bag did not fail on diagonal or width. It just failed in thickness. It just got a little bit too thin. Just broke down too much.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And he did get paid. Okay, like he did not have to forfeit winnings or anything. The ACL is kind of working on some stuff like that. So we're going to discuss a little bit more. I've been kind of waiting for the ACL to come out and talk about like what they're going to do about like this bag testing stuff. I haven't seen anything of them like really going public with it, but we do have some info on this. Let me just find it real quick. So I guess there's going to be bag testing machines available with a director or an official at certain points during any event, right?
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're primarily meaning like opens and signature events. And they're basically recommending if you're going to finish high in an event to recommend that you test your bags at some point mid tournament.
So my question is, if you voluntarily submit your bags for
Yes.
testing and they fail,
Yep.
is it no harm, no foul? You just
Yes.
can't use them?
There isn't a penalty. You're just required to switch bags at that time.
Okay. Like, to me, that's totally fair.
100%. Yeah.
I think that's completely
I think
100%
that's probably what
fair.
it should have been since
To
the
me,
beginning.
I think maybe let's make this the standard before we go into like ESPN or anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, make everything be measured. I think anything up until like, I would even say like probably a bracket final. I was thinking maybe like a group final, but like I'm thinking maybe like bracket
There has
finals.
to be
Everyone
some.
should
There has to be
get it
some
measured.
like standard for compliance.
Yeah.
There has to be. Like if you're going to try to be like the professional league, there has to be. So I'm just waiting to hear all the info on like, but I mean, for the most part, that's kind of the major changes that they're recommending. Like, hey, if you think you're going to win this thing, you're hot that day, just go get your bags
just go
checked,
check
just
it
to
out.
double. So we don't even have to worry about it. So if your bags do get tested after you won, you're fine.
Yeah. Then it should just be like,
Yeah.
you have to get them checked before like a certain point. Like if you made it so far, then
Correct.
you have to get them checked.
No, I honestly do kind of like that.
Yeah. I think
Like, why not just do the quarterfinals?
exactly. And then just be like, hey, the rest of it, like these were the,
You know
bags
when the
that-
bracket's going to stop. If you
Yeah.
make it this far, just head over to the bag testing area. Maybe that's what they're going to do.
yeah. And I
think that honestly, I think that's probably the best way to do
that,
it.
Yeah. If you didn't have that idea before, you're going to have the machine
Because
set
then you're
up.
not you're
welcome.
not like hurting anyone's feelings. Like if someone it's like
Exactly,
never going
just
to win a
make it-
tournament, they walk over to get like I want to get my bag test. Like
Yeah. If it's got to be something, then
There
make
you
it
go.
a standardized thing at every tournament. It is what it is.
For sure.
Done.
all right, you want to cue the rap horn?
Do I ever?
Hell yeah. All right, you can reach us at Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Big Ass Cornhole.
And Facebook at Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. Thanks again to the best sponsor in the world, Draggin Bags. You saw how great their bags tested and how drippy those sacks lay. So head over to dragginbags.com, drop code BIGASP12 at checkout to save yourself some money.
Don't forget to check out Patreon. Patreon is where you can get bonus content from us. So if you like what we're doing, you want to help us continue to do what we do. If you go to patreon.com/bigasscornhole for the price of a beer a month, we have a few different tiers. You get bonus content. You get the access to the video interviews. Starting in the new year, we're going to be re-releasing some. We're not re-releasing, but we're going to restart the videos from certain pros. So members of Team Big Ass, we're going to be dropping training videos. So we're going to be asking for some input as we get closer to the new year and all that stuff. But we love we do happy hour calls once a month, so we try to have fun. If you're trying to get in contact with us, it's the easiest way because I always respond to everything on Patreon. So go to patreon.com/bigasscornhole, and we appreciate your support.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. So stay tuned. We're going to be joined by ACL rookie. The nickname is the Roll King, Mr. Colin Hodet. He's a proud Big Ass team member, and I'm excited to talk to the kid.
As am I, and hats off to the Cavs. It looks like they're going to pull this one out.
Hell yeah. It's been a good week, man. It's a good start to the week.
Let's go.
Listen, I know if you're listening to this, probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday, or if you're a real loser, it's
have
Friday.
A week.
But have yourself a week.
Let's go.
Have yourself a week and enjoy the interview, and we'll be back with some more audio gold next week. All right. So as always, we hope you throw it straight. It's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later. All right. Welcome back to the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. We are now joined by ACL rookie and proud Team Big Ass member, Mr. Colin Hodet. What's going on, man?
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Nothing. So you
Doing well. Sean, I'm so proud of you real quick, though. You waited long enough.
I know. I timed that
We didn't cut
perfectly.
anything off. Man, we're rolling tonight,
This is like
man.
we've been doing this for like 6 years.
Hell yeah.
We finally nailed it.
Cooking.
Finally nailed it. So thanks for joining us. I know you just came back from league night, right?
Yep, I did.
All right, so you have to tell everyone what did you dress up as? Because it was like a
I
costume,
dressed up as
right?
An inflatable chicken.
And how did that? What costume won?
It was a girl. She was wearing a what was it? She was like a farmer. It was like a farmer. Like she had like leaves. It was yeah.
Okay, was it was
could've
it like wholesome or was it like slutty farmer?
No, it was like wholesome.
Okay.
Definitely
All right.
wasn't.
All right. So
farmer.
was it deserving of a win?
I think mine was better.
Oh, all right. Listen,
I like
you can
it.
stand up for you. I like
Just
that.
saying.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
think I should have won.
Okay, and like I just gotta say, like seeing you in a blow up chicken, like that would be like a presence in a room.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had like a little one of those chickens that when you squeeze it, like it makes that loud screeching noise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you ever use it while you were playing? Like to try to
Yeah,
talk-
I was like going up to people and I was like squeaking it in their ear.
Fair enough. Now wait, that can't be easy to throw in something like that, though, right?
It was not.
Okay.
My first round thrown in it, I shot a 10,
Okay.
and then it went downhill. I shot a 5, and then a 5, and then a 1.
Okay.
And then we lost. It was
Okay.
a quick loss.
We know those
In and
very
out.
well.
And you were out of the Vermont area, correct?
Yep, Vermont.
Are you the first ever ACL pro from Vermont?
I am.
That's kind of cool.
That is awesome.
It is pretty cool.
I'm trying to think what other states have not been represented. Like
Well, I think we got
Alaska,
I think Alaska's in there.
because Hawaii now has Cal V, right? And they're in the juniors
Yeah.
and women's, I believe.
Then
What about like North and South Dakota?
they had,
They had somebody
wasn't it
from one of them, but you're right. I think one of the Dakotas. is
Where was
probably the call.
Carpenter
Yeah.
from?
No, he was from Idaho.
All right, so Idaho had a pro. Did
Yeah.
they have another one besides him?
Wait, was he from Idaho? Now I'm an asshole.
I know.
Was he from? I can't remember. Dude, I get everyone.
Everyone
mixed
just
up.
Yeah,
Everyone blends
Vermont.
together.
If you're
all
not
the-
from Ohio,
But
then
I remember that you're from
a different
Vermont,
area.
so that's a good job. So we did that. So is cornhole pretty popular out by you? Like,
It's getting there. It's not too bad. We have like league nights every night. Like we have
Okay.
a place that we go every night for league.
and like,
So
what would a
that's-
league night get? Like, how many people would you have to guess would be?
Not many. It's probably like 20 to 30 maybe.
Okay. All right. Is it mostly
Not-
like
not
blind
too bad.
draw stuff?
It's a Switch 8 they do by me. Like it's they do 8 games. Everybody plays 8 games.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then they do best score, like
Okay.
best total points.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of like that then.
I mean,
Yeah,
8
it's,
games guaranteed. You
It
can't
gives
really
you
ask for
incentive, like
much
even
more.
if you're not gonna like, if you know you're not probably gonna win that match,
Yeah.
like you still want to try to go score as many points as you can. So like, I'm all for that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting pretty old since I've done it for like the past like 2 to 3 years. So
Okay.
it's like it's getting pretty old.
So what's
To
the
be honest.
level? What's the level of competition out there?
Like around my area, it hasn't gotten up yet. Like there's not that many people that are like at or close to my level, except
Okay.
my dad.
Okay.
But like further, if you go further, like south, there's some better. There's some better. No, I wouldn't say better, but people that have gotten like oh man, I can't think of it.
No, I
Just,
get
I
you.
mean, no,
They've
like a
got-
little bit
they
more
like
experience.
You're trying to be political, and I get that.
Better.
No, I get that. It's a tough question to answer. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
But so, how did you find yourself like getting your abilities? Like, if the regular competition you're facing is not like up to like the highest caliber,
Right.
how did you get better then? Like, how did you
Yeah,
feel like you're now
I get
like
that
pro
a lot.
level?
A lot of people ask me that. Honestly, I don't really have a specific answer for that. Up until like last year, even I wasn't really. I was like low nines, like high eights.
Okay.
I wasn't really like at that next level. And then like in February, January, it really just clicked. Like
What was it that clicked?
I don't know. I felt really comfortable and like everything. I was just broken. I was feeling really good like everywhere I went.
Now, have you always been like a role kind of player, or is this something that you've kind of just developed over time?
I ever since I saw it, I actually saw what made me want to do it is when Tony Smith was throwing Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember seeing a game like he played Isidro Herrera in like a finals.
Yeah.
And I remember like after I saw that game, I'm like, I really want to roll.
Okay.
And then I focused on only learning how to roll. Like I wanted to do that. Like it's so cool.
So I know your nickname is Roll King. Now, how did you get the nickname? Is this self-appointed or was this appointed to you?
It was not self-appointed.
Okay,
It
I think
was
that's
like-
I think that's a big thing
Yes.
to get across here because listen,
Yeah.
you get a nickname like Roll King, and there are so many people like Ethan Walker. That would think that was his question in the
Yeah,
comments.
it-
Like
yeah.
obviously he's nasty roller too. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, he is
I'm glad it
nasty.
wasn't self-appointed. So how did you get the nickname?
I got the nickname ever when I first started learning how to roll. Like, and I was doing it somewhat consistently. And when I went to league nights and stuff like that, I was rolling over, and it was the first time anybody had seen like someone throwing like that. And they're like, oh, you should like on my Scoreholio. All we have is Scoreholio up here.
Yeah.
They're like, you should put your Scoreholio name as like Roll King or like rolling something. And I'm like, that sounds a little goofy, but
Yeah.
I guess I could do that. And then I set it up as Roll King with like 2 crowns, and it's stuck ever since.
Nice.
I like it.
that. No, I mean it's sweet. I mean it's a sweet name. And like, you have the game to back it up. You know
Yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
jealous. I mean, I could call myself Roll King, but it's for different reasons.
So what is like, okay, so one of the questions like we get, and it's probably the most popular like training, and I'm definitely going to have you like help us out with like a video for this. Like what is the most important aspect? Like what are you thinking when you're trying to roll a bag? Like what, like grip wise, is there like certain arm position?
I like to get for when I do the butterfly grip,
Okay.
I kind of try to keep the same grip with like everything.
Okay.
Like rolling, airmailing, I try to keep the same grip. It makes everything feel more consistent.
Okay.
And when I'm going for a roll, like when you actually know how to roll and like you get the movement down, I try to aim for the spot where I want it to land
Okay.
rather than like where it's where you want it to go.
Okay.
Like rather than like aiming for the hole, you want to aim like before the bag, like right before the bag.
Yeah.
And that's where I like aim for it.
Okay.
That's one of the most important things.
What I think is crazy is that once upon a time when guys were rolling bags, it was more of like a defensive strategy, but you guys have all
Yeah.
weaponized it so much, and you guys are all averaging like over 10s and rolling bags. Like that was supposed to be like the shot you try like when you shouldn't airmail, but like, all right, maybe it'll go in if I
Yeah,
try this.
exactly.
But now you guys are so fucking
Yeah.
accurate with it. It's like demoralizing. Like I hate, like as soon as I see somebody do it to me, I'm done. We saw it firsthand at
Yeah.
the regional. This kid would not miss a roll bat. And I'm like, and I was like looking down at you. I'm like, I don't know what else I can do. Cause like, and it just got in my head. And as soon as I missed one left or right, like I'm like,
It's
God
called you
damn.
don't do anything besides
I know.
make every
I was
shot. You
trying.
just slide
But
everything
inside, I was a mess. Inside,
It's eating
I
me
was
up.
a disaster.
Well, thankfully,
Yeah,
you externalized your internal monologue, so
Correct.
we get to listen to that soon enough.
Correct. So, growing up, like, were you into other sports? Like, what were your other interests, hobbies?
Yeah, I played a lot of baseball. Baseball
Okay.
was one of my main things.
What position? What did you play?
I played a little bit of everything. I did a lot of third base.
Okay.
Pitching a little bit. I really like pitching. Second base, pretty much everything. A little
Okay.
bit of everything.
So, are you like a 3/4 slot sidearm kind of guy, or are you more over the top when you're pitching?
Uh, A little bit of sidearm, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of sidearm.
Okay. Dane's reliving his glory days.
I'm just saying that's
I see
where I
him
live too.
imagining it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
see him. He's thinking.
He is.
Gotta
He's
love
deep
it.
thought.
It's too bad you didn't like grow until after you stopped pitching.
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
true. It is.
I was a teeny tiny little kid.
Yeah.
Like getting into high school. It's just baby.
You were just a babe. So what was your first experience? Like, first of all, how did you qualify to be a pro? Like, did you do it on points or
Off points? Yep.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
pretty sure I was 7th in open standings last year.
Okay. So you traveled obviously quite a bit then.
Yeah, I traveled a lot. I think I went to 10 out of the 16 opens,
Okay.
and I went to every national, even though I didn't really have to as an elite player.
Okay. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 20.
All right. So are you going to school right now? Are you working? Is this your full-time gig now?
I'm not going to school. Maybe plans in the future, just in case like pro doesn't work out next year because it's gotten down to 100.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to requalify. But if that doesn't work out, maybe school. Right now, I'm not working. I'm still trying to find like a part-time thing. I was working full-time.
Okay.
But they didn't really like me taking like Thursday to Sunday off. A lot of jobs don't like that.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Yeah.
It is. It's tough, man. Especially if you have a bid somewhere and like you don't have PTO and stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's really difficult.
It's brutal.
Man. That's why it's hard, man. But it sounds like it's getting a little bit easier, at least with how they're setting things up, like travel wise and stuff, like with the schedule.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it does help. And how did you feel like your performance was open one?
The open one was awesome. Especially in singles. Doubles needs a little work. Doubles wasn't that great. But singles I felt really good. Everything felt great.
Where did you end up finishing in your bracket?
I got 4th.
That's right.
I
Okay.
got 4th in the bracket.
Okay.
Yeah. That was good.
It's
I felt
like
really good all day.
Did you feel like under the radar at all coming into the season?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think my name's gotten out there a little bit, but I still feel a little bit under the radar.
It's a good place to be, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Nice
mean?
place
Like,
to live.
I would say enjoy it as much as you can, you know what I mean, early on, and then eventually,
Yeah.
all it takes is a few, big wins and
Right.
you're gonna be right there.
Yeah.
So who are you
that's
who are
the
you
plan.
playing who are you playing with this year?
I'm playing with Brady Foster.
Okay. Have you played with him before?
Yeah, we played many different tournaments together, like last year and stuff. We felt really comfortable like playing with each other.
Okay.
Bag wise, everything just seemed to come together,
Okay.
and we just decided to play together.
Okay. So I know
Don't
this
mind
is
that.
completely like off the wall, like just random.
Why not?
What's your favorite? Like, what was your favorite like Halloween costume you've ever worn?
Favorite Halloween costume ever worn? This chicken actually was up there.
Really? Okay.
This chicken I just wore is like it was so cool. It was so goofy and it was funny. But I Stream. I was Stream way back in the day.
Okay.
Stream,
All right.
Stream was pretty cool.
It's a classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so iconic and stuff. That was the other. So, like, of the t-shirts we released, that was the other one I was trying to mess around with at first,
Yeah.
but it's such a narrow face. It just didn't fit over.
Yeah, it wasn't quite
Yeah.
the right one, but it's all right.
Yeah. You know,
We'll be all
it
right.
is what it is. But yeah, no, it's random. It just kind of popped in my head. I'm like, I should ask him that.
What was yours?
I mean, I think it had to be the grad school.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant
Teenage-
Ninja
yeah,
Turtles.
when we
I
dressed
didn't know
up
if you
as-
had
Oh,
one
nice.
as a
Ninja
child, the ring that resonated with you.
Do you remember the year that Bubby went to Japan and they brought us back like those like legit?
Oh, those like
Yeah, like, and we
Costumes
went
and
as like
stuff?
ninjas. Like that was
yeah,
pretty. That
those
was
are
pretty
dope.
sweet. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
And what little kid doesn't want to be a ninja?
Well, I
Like
mean,
I
we
feel
were
like
way
that
cooler
love of
than the three
ninjas has gone
ninjas.
away a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, they tried to
definitely
bring
has.
it back with like Cobra Kai and stuff, but you got to re-release like Three Ninjas.
Whoever the marketing person was for ninjas did a phenomenal job.
For
though.
sure.
Because like they're not like good people. They're just
No.
like poor like assassins.
Yeah.
Like if you were rich, like you would have been like a samurai.
Exactly.
I mean,
But hey,
like-
Yeah.
ninjas lurk in the shadows, man.
yeah, I know. But like, it's just I don't know.
Batman was a ninja. So
Yeah. So are you also a gamer?
I am. I do a game here and there. Not as much anymore. I'm normally just practicing, but I do like to play a lot of computer games and some on my PlayStation.
What were your like primary games you play?
I play Rust on my computer a lot. Do you guys know what that is?
I do. I doubt Sean
Yeah,
does.
I do not.
I play Rust, Rainbow Six Siege,
Okay.
Call of Duty.
Sean knows Call of
I've
Duty.
heard that one.
You don't know Rainbow Six?
I've heard of it. I've never played it though.
I mean, it's kind of like an iconic, like it is like the like first person shooter that like
Yeah, it is.
a bunch of tournaments and stuff were played on. Like it's
I might have
a-
played it. I just don't.
It's a really
remember.
good one. It's supposed to have like the most realistic physics and stuff in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
So-
it is. It's cool.
interesting.
I got your back, dude. Don't worry.
Thanks,
This
man.
old guy
Appreciate it.
over here. You
Yeah,
know,
freaking
it's so
old fellow
old.
over
I
there.
know. Jeez.
All right, so let's just start randomly here. Tier talk. I want to hear what are your like all time favorite video games. Now I'm gonna make Dane start
Okay.
because
All
he's
right.
gonna show you how it's done. All right?
Oh man.
Off the dome. He has no prep
So,
here.
all right, we will do. So I'll start with. We'll do honorable mention, then like a
Okay.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Let's see. Honorable mention. Give me. All right, I'm gonna go with NBA 2K15.
Okay.
For some reason, like that was like my favorite NBA game ever
Okay,
that
yeah.
came out, and I played the shit out of it. I loved it.
Nice. Yep.
Secondary honorable mention, the ACL video game that came out. I became the greatest player of all time in that game, and I will face anyone at any time.
Wow. Okay.
Weird flex.
Yep,
But all right.
Yeah.
and subtle, and subtle. Okay, number 3. Give me. I'm gonna go FIFA.
That's a good call.
FIFA 18.
Okay.
Love that one.
Any
I thought
FIFA.
that year
you
was
give me any
great.
FIFA, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any FIFA.
Yeah,
That's
but again, FIFA. We'll just go. I
You know
go
what FIFA's
generality
done so
like
well
FIFA.
is they haven't tried to fuck around. I can go from the first FIFA to the most recent,
Yeah.
and the controls are still the same.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
It
I
is.
love that continuity that I can pick up any game and just go.
Yeah.
Just the players are
Yep.
updated,
Hell
graphics
yeah.
a little better. You know what I mean? But that's so smart because Madden changes so much. I mean,
It
the
does,
base
yeah.
controls are pretty much the same, but every year there's something a little bit different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Same with baseball games. It's a fucking takes me 6
Yeah.
months to figure out how to fucking pitch well.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Then I would go. I'm gonna go back to back Call of Duties, but it's important to differentiate. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for number 2,
Okay.
and then I'm going Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for number 1.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
those are my
Okay.
2 favorite all time Call of Duties, and definitely have the most hours played on those 2 as well. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice. Valid list. I like it.
All right.
yeah, all right.
Let's hear yours.
Oh, hear mine? Okay.
Yep.
Honorable mention goes to MLB The Show 19 with
Okay.
Bryce Harper as the cover.
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
was iconic for me. That was my first The Show, I think. And the soundtracks, like just the music that they played in that was perfect. Loved it.
It's an underrated part of video games.
For sure.
It's
Yeah.
a soundtrack.
Honestly,
It
that's why I
really
love
is.
FIFA so much. They always have a sweet soundtrack.
Yeah. I still remember all the songs that were in that soundtrack. It was
Need for
perfect.
Speed
It was
Underground too. Like, oh god, just do it.
Okay, number 3. I'm gonna have to go with. What am I gonna go with on number 3? I definitely know what number 1 is. Number 2 and 3 is a toss up. I think I'm gonna have to go with probably Rocket League number 3.
Okay.
Okay,
That was iconic for me.
I've never
Rocket-
played it, but it looks
Honestly, by the time I
Like a
tried to
blast.
get into it, everyone was already so,
So
good
good.
at it
Okay.
that I'm
Yeah, I
like,
can
God
feel that.
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it just.
Yeah, I was
Couldn't
like
get
at the
into it,
time where
but-
I was starting to begin to like grow popularity, so like not many people were as good.
okay.
I mean, it's sweet. Some of those like
Oh.
the trick shot highlights
see
and stuff
videos,
you see
yeah, all
pop
the
up,
time,
man.
yeah.
That is
It's crazy.
insane what some of these
It
people
is.
can do in that game.
Yeah, it is. Number two. I'm gonna have to go GTA 5.
Nice. All right.
Very, very iconic. I love GTA 5. Played it a bunch.
We were never allowed to play Grand Theft Auto growing up, so never
Honestly, I never really had an interest. I was so like into sports
when it
games and
was
stuff.
yeah, exactly. Like when it was
Yeah.
big with our buddies, like I was all about like the sports games
Yeah.
at that time, and that's all that
Yeah.
was my whole life. So like I just did
Yeah.
sports. So
Yeah, and then number 1 has to go to Black Ops 2.
all right.
I have to.
Yeah, I mean,
that was
Black Ops
that was
2
my
is
main
phenomenal.
game.
Was that your number 3?
That was my number 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, well, fair enough.
Yeah,
Black
same
Ops 2,
frequency.
number
Okay,
I mean, honestly, like it's very close between those two. Did you get the
Yeah.
new one yet?
Did I do my 1?
No, did you get the new one?
Oh, the new
Black
one. No,
Ops
I haven't
6?
yet. have.
I know it might force me to buy.
I'm trying to say, if you buy
buy a
something,
system.
I will download it.
Okay, because honestly, like I saw the zombies alone, and I'm like, yeah, that looks fun.
Oh
Just
yeah,
gonna- you
the
could just-
zombies look
I'll
sick.
just
Yeah.
hop on your back and you can carry me like
Yeah, I
usual.
mean,
and
I'm more of a multiplayer. As soon as they started introducing the whole like open world shit and like doing
Yeah, me too.
the grand, what the hell they call it?
Like
I-
Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone and stuff. I just wasn't not a huge fan.
I get you.
Like same with like Fortnite and shit. Just not my cup of tea.
I get that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Let's go
I
head
feel
to
that.
head, man. And hardcore only. Are you a hardcore guy?
I like hardcore. That's,
Hell yeah, that's the
yeah,
way to do
I
it.
love that.
One hit kills. Let's make it realistic.
All right, so I have a few honorable mentions here.
So, all right,
Ooh.
I know that you took time to write these down.
Yeah.
and it actually perturbs me a lot because I was sitting here and I rifled off like 6 while I'm sitting here. I'm like, why didn't I name any of these?
Yeah, I know, me too.
All right, so I'm starting off the honorable mentions as like my nostalgic ones.
Okay, because see, that's where I left
Okay.
out.
So
I had
Yeah, me
recency
too.
bias in my list.
no particular order, and these could very well have been in the top 3, but I'm just kind of grouping them together because they're games I loved growing up. One is Ken Griffey Baseball,
Yes.
without a doubt.
That was one of the first ones that
one
popped
of the
in my
best
head.
like sports games ever. Mega Man X also
100%.
for Super
Another
Nintendo
one that popped in my head.
way back in the day, and on PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, it was great. You also mentioned Need for Speed Underground,
Yes.
which
Oh yeah, great.
was like the only racing game I've ever owned
Yes.
and loved it.
My number 3 was I'd never really played a game like this before, and it kind of just got me totally hooked on that style. Kingdom Hearts, the first one,
Oh yeah, Dude,
just
that
like
game
an
was,
iconic classic, like
yeah.
you know at the time. Number 2 was a weird one, but like I loved this fucking game, Ratchet and Clank. Do you
Hell
remember
yeah,
that game?
Ratchet and Clank's epic.
Like, dude,
Yeah,
I loved
remember
that.
that.
They
game.
made a whole movie. Did you
Yeah.
ever see the movie?
No, I never saw the
You
movie.
should see the movie.
And my number 1 is still I loved Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Loved Red
for
Dead.
That's a
sure.
good
It's a
one.
great one, but
Yeah.
I'm actually very disappointed in you.
I was gonna say Assassin's Creed. It's right up there too, but
Okay, so Assassin's Creed is another good one, but
Okay.
nostalgia-wise, how do you not have Slugfest on there?
that's true.
Sean, that was your game.
It was my game.
You were so good
Yeah.
at Slugfest. I mean, do you even know what Slugfest is?
Well, he
I
knows
don't
what
know what that
NFL.
is.
Do you know NFL Blitz?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they made an
It was a
MLB
baseball. It was a
version,
baseball
and
version.
it
They
was
came out with
so
1 year.
fun.
And
I
all
can't
these
believe it
guys
only
looked
lasted
all
1
roided
year.
up and stuff.
Yeah.
And all I would play with the Rangers with A-Rod. And I would
Yeah.
just wreck shit.
Then another nostalgic one
Yeah.
that both of us missed out on, NBA Street.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dude, I don't know
That's so
how
true.
I forgot that game when I was talking NBA.
I
I'm
know.
like,
That's so
NBA
good.
Street was the greatest.
Yeah, that's so true.
like,
Yeah.
I logged way
Yeah.
too many hours. In
I
that
mean,
game.
sure, the generation before us had NBA jams.
Yeah.
NBA
yeah.
Street dominates
Oh,
jams
yeah.
all day.
It's
I
what
don't
you
care what
want
anyone's
jams to be.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
It was
Like-
so
Correct.
great.
Correct.
I think if we were doing an all-time game list, I think Mario has to be up there too.
Which
Like
one?
Any Mario game.
Which one though? See, I'm particular because like
Okay.
Because like, don't give me any of the
Any-
3D stuff.
yeah.
I need a side
No,
scroller.
not the 3D. No, not the 3D stuff.
I personally, I'm a Mario 3 guy. Like that's my favorite.
Yes, I was actually about to say
Raccoon?
Mario 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, like I get it's okay, but it's not my favorite at all.
Yeah.
I'll get 1 or 3 I can rock with, but no.
Now, see, I do like the new age ones. Like I like the Switch one. And
Yeah, I
like
haven't
the-
played them, but I'm sure I would love
I
them.
like the ones on and the ones on the Wii and stuff.
My kids are
those
like my
good.
daughter's getting to the age now where I'm like maybe I can justify buying her a Switch for Christmas,
Yeah.
but it's really mine. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So
I mean, I'll nerd out real quick, and I love the newest Harry Potter game. There, I said it. Hogwarts
I haven't
Legacy.
played. I mean,
go.
I'm sure. Yeah,
It was
I mean,
great.
Hey, no judgment here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's judgment free, Dane.
Hey, my
Judgment free.
nephew was playing at the same time, so
All
I
right.
had to play to help him.
Yeah,
All right?
you had to.
Yeah.
God damn it, he's pulling the fucking photo. I don't
Man,
understand.
how
it.
dare they?
So annoying. All right, anyways, all right, so we got some listener questions here.
Okay.
So one of our favorite dudes, Corn Doug from the Down and Back Cornhole podcast,
Yep.
he wants to know, will you be coming back to play in an open in Canada?
I will be. I'm actually I'm going to be playing in Niagara Falls Open again
Nice.
this year.
Hell yeah. When is that?
That's the same time as the Virginia Open. What I don't know the exact dates. I think it's either late November or early December.
If it's early December, that could work. Maybe we take a little quick trip. I gotta get a passport though.
Same here. Maybe we can expedite it.
I just
then.
have in Vermont. There's something called an enhanced driver's license.
Oh yeah, I have
And-
that. And I had that in
You
Ohio.
can just get over the border with that.
Oh, you can?
No, I'd
Yeah.
have to check mine. I think mine
Oh
is.
shit! Yeah, because I had to go through that whole process and update.
Yeah, I just
and
got
everything.
mine and my new one
Okay.
last year, so
Oh yeah, there you go.
Should be
You
good.
can
All right,
just
yeah,
get
I'll
over
check.
with that.
I'll double
All right,
check
sweet.
it.
Yeah, I mean, because maybe we do check that out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so close. I mean, it's like what 2.5 hours away.
Closer
from
than
us?
Virginia.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it really is for us. So, all right, yeah, we might have to check that out.
Probably like 3 hours. Buffalo's like 3 hours. So
Angel wants to know if you've been taking lessons on how to play
No.
poker.
Oh.
Okay, so listen. I keep seeing this comment pop up. Like, have you been losing a lot recently? Like, do you not know how to play poker? Like, do we need?
Well, I know how to play poker.
Okay.
It's just the thing. I didn't know how to play at first,
Okay,
but I started watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to play,
okay.
and I got really into it. Now I know like the basics at least.
What is it?
of, like,
Okay,
how-
so you're sitting down at a table. What is your basic strategy for a hand? I'm assuming you guys are playing Hold'em.
Yeah, we are.
So what
Like,
are you
no
guys?
one-
So if you get dealt a card, like what is your you're gonna keep? Like everyone, you should have you start with like a min hand that you're gonna keep.
I'm either gonna keep like suited connectors or I'm gonna keep like.
But
a
how
face
low?
card.
Any suited connectors?
I usually go like 7, 8, 7,
Okay.
8, 9, 9, 10, like, and then
I mean,
But to
obviously,
me,
if you're
that's
if you're big blind and you get suited connectors,
yeah,
like and
that's what I'm
you know,
saying.
and it
There's
goes
a
around.
lot
Yeah, I
of
get
things
that,
to
but-
play into this too.
yeah,
so.
the things I'm gonna keep a face card with any number higher than an 8, like as another card, like a second card.
Okay.
So like if it's like King 8,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna keep that, or like Jack 9 or something like that. I'm gonna keep that.
I got you.
But I'm definitely gonna I'm ditching a lot of stuff. I don't play. I try to keep it. I've been playing a little bit tighter recently, not like playing many hands. But
I
like
get
the
it.
people we play with, they don't like. A lot of them don't know how to play,
I get
and they
that.
just
Yeah,
play everything, and they like go all in with nothing,
yeah,
and then you're like forced to fold because you have nothing too. But
Yeah.
then it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
I get it. No, my goal is next time I go to Vegas, I want to play poker again. I just want to play.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been dying to have a guy's poker night. sometime.
did find at blackjack too, so that's always nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next question here. My phone will finally open. Let's see. All right. How do you finance expenses for travel, like entrance fees and all the other related expenses?
Last year I paid for it a lot of it out of pocket. 'Cause
Okay.
I didn't have many sponsors, but this year I've been getting a few more sponsors.
Okay.
So that pays for a bulk of it. That pays for most of it, and then the rest is just out of pocket, like stuff I win, like at tournaments and stuff like that.
Okay. Kevin Mays, I like this question. He wants to know what pro players or players did you look up to when you were first getting started playing? And is there any pro now that you kind of model your game or style after as a rookie?
Right now, I'll answer that one first. Right now, I'm trying to do my own thing. I don't model my game, for anybody.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm just trying to do my own thing.
Okay.
Getting started in the game, I watched a lot of Tony, for being from the Northeast.
Yeah.
And he was doing the role that I really wanted to do. I guess I looked up to Tony and
Okay.
I tried to play like he did because I
Okay.
really like the style of game that he played.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I always looked up to John Clark out of Maine, but
Oh, there
he's-
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
just because he's much
Hi,
taller
John.
than you.
yeah, tall drink. of
Yeah,
water.
he's taller than you, so you got to look
Yeah.
up at him.
And John, I love
also,
John.
it was,
John, this is just a quick. I know he's going to listen to this. John, I loved your message, by the way.
Yep.
Made me chuckle. So, all right, that's it. Just between me and John. So, all right, we're good. All right,
And
go ahead.
I also looked up to a local player too.
Who's that?
He actually learned to roll before I did. It was back in the day. I'm saying back in the day. I'm only 20, so it was 3 years ago. When I was first starting to roll, he was starting to roll, and I looked up to him a lot. His name is Hunter Brassard.
Okay.
If he listens to this, he learned how to roll before anybody in Vermont. If I'm starting to think, he was rolling before I was, and that was I asked him for pointers and stuff on how he was doing it, and that was pretty cool. That's cool.
Well,
Cool
we'll call
little
him.
backstory
We'll
there.
call him the Roll Prince.
Yes.
Okay, he'll maintain Roll King.
Yeah, he doesn't really play much anymore. I haven't seen him in a while, but he was
Could
cool.
be the role
He's
president.
still awesome.
The Roll Popper.
The roll popper.
Ooh. Okay, so besides big ass jerseys. All right, who makes the best jerseys in the game?
Mass appeal.
All right, so Terry Brennan, there you go.
Yep, there. That's no questions asked there.
And no free
Best
ads.
quality, best fit, perfect for anything.
All right, so Reggie, look, that was very well done, by the way. Reggie Reichs wants to know, do you know what a slide right is? Like, have you ever played with slide rights?
I have. I actually played a cash game with slide rights the last Open.
Nice. So
Yeah.
take that, Reggie.
Yeah.
It was definitely not great in my favor because they are so sticky that you can't even they don't move at all. So it was hard,
Hey,
but we did win. We
you
won
got to
a-
throw
we
them
won a
hard
few-
enough to make them sound like they're like sneakers on a court.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Very true.
I was throwing it about 90 miles an hour. It went about like 3 inches.
So when back in our day when we started throwing,
Way back when.
like that was a standard throwing suede. So
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
old we are. Really aging
Yeah.
ourselves.
Our first ever like pro bags were
yeah, suede.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about converting my whole game to throw suede.
Dude, honestly, I thought about that too, just to mess with people. And there was a time
selfishly,
when,
I want to see somebody do it.
yeah,
Like, I just want, can it work?
to me, you have to be
Yeah.
the greatest air mailer of all time.
You do.
Like that's the only way that you
Or
could
you have to be able
dominate.
to roll like a motherfucker.
See, I think rolling suede's pretty hard, isn't it? Is it hard to roll suede?
You have to throw it really, really hard
Yeah.
for it to want to roll.
Okay.
Because if you throw it at all light, it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
It won't do anything.
Okay. Fair enough. James Emery wants to know, what's your favorite shot to make or take?
That's a hard one. I really like a coin slot roll
Okay.
Like,
oh yeah. That's,
when all the bags are bunched and then it barely fits. All right. Or
I'm not gonna leave that one
pause
alone.
there.
Yeah,
Pause there.
that was an awkward
Pause.
pause. You made it awkward by the pausing, so
Pause.
not us.
All right.
Let the record
Or-
state. Okay, we were not the awkward ones there for
Cut
once.
that out. Editor, cut that out.
I'm gonna put that as a fucking reel. Are you kidding? Are you serious?
Oh, right. Or like a backside airmail, like backside clean.
Okay.
Over.
Backsides and things barely fitting. Good lord,
Yeah, all right.
this guy.
That's a clip. Someone clip that.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
Greg Rivera
Oh,
wants to know, do you remember who taught you to airmail? Who taught you to airmail?
He's referring to himself.
Okay.
He was really good at airmail. I haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know if his airmail game has depleted. But he didn't really teach me how to airmail. We played a lot of airmail cash games when I was in Mass.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's pretty good at airmail.
All right. Susan Sullivan wants to know, what is your carpool karaoke song on the way to opens or events? Dane, I also want to hear your
Okay.
answers.
I did see that question. I was thinking about it the whole time too. We listen to a lot of stuff, but the one song that keeps replaying, or any Taylor Swift song,
Yeah.
like "Party in the USA," or
Well, that's not Taylor Swift though.
Yeah, we can't.
oh wait, no,
Close
not
that.
not that.
That's Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
the
okay.
Queen,
It's
Miley
okay.
Okay,
Cyrus.
all right, I was close.
Yes,
close enough.
thank you.
It was close enough.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean,
The
Don't
same
tell my
person.
wife
I was
that.
just saying,
That
Jesus,
I'm waiting for her to
you
come
cannot
downstairs right
say
now.
that
I
loudly
know.
here. Are you
Okay.
serious? Like
Okay,
my
like any
wife a
Taylor
block
Swift
away is
song.
going to hear that.
Her pumpkin's
All
literally
right.
for Taylor Swift out front.
Daughter's crying now.
Yeah. Yeah, Taylor Swift.
I like that.
What are you
Okay.
thinking? Like
Yeah.
Bad Blood?
Yeah, are you like,
getting,
yeah, I was
like-
gonna say, are you more like
Getting- you-
early days?
Yeah,
T
which
Swift?
era are you for T Swift?
Like
Oh,
early days.
Oh,
early
okay.
days.
Okay.
Like,
Like
let's
her
see,
country
our
phase?
song.
Yeah.
Is
probably.
that like our song?
Or you-
I honestly don't even know.
or You
I don't
Belong to
listen
Me.
Taylor Swift at all. So obviously I said "Party in the USA." I'm brain dead. Obviously,
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know anything.
So mine would, if I were to have a carpool karaoke on a way to an open, it would definitely have to start off with something to get the falsetto ripping. So give me like Night Fever, all right, from
Wow,
the Bee
okay,
Gees.
okay.
All right, we'll get it going with a little, something
Okay,
fun,
yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, and then I'd follow it up with like, give
I
me
had to
like
grow up with
a,
this, by the way.
give me some something that's gonna pump you up like a guilty pleasure, Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I think that could work out, and then
Fuck yeah.
round it home, like pulling in. I think I'd have to go like classic, like Headbanger, what like the one song that I would listen to really rock out, and I'd be like,
Oh God.
dude, I think I'd have to go with like Down with the Sickness.
Okay, that's a good
You
one.
know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one to
for
really
sure.
just get you pumped up and like get all that blood
I love
flowing.
Offspring. Like
Offspring,
right before,
dude,
like
another
anything
one.
Offspring.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
Want
mean?
You
Like Want You
Bad.
Back. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Want You Back.
Original
exactly.
Prankster.
Yes,
Ooh.
correct. Like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
My
The whole
one of my
conspiracy
other
of
big
one.
ones was like Ed Sheeran.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like bang out to Ed Sheeran, like Shape of You.
Oh, nice.
Oh
All
man,
right.
that hits. That
It
hits.
does. Absolutely.
If it's the right moment, it hits.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. All right. Last question.
Because Sean, I'm in love with The Shape of You.
Thank you, man.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is a vital question here. And I think we're gonna have a great discussion because it's something I don't think that the world talks about right now in times of like election and everything. Like what are the best Ben and Jerry ice cream flavors?
Ooh, man. Like, why don't they ask this at a presidential debate?
Right? Like that would tell me
Like
so
that,
much
exactly.
about them.
Like who
Yeah.
are you as a
Are you
person?
really middle class, Kamala?
Yeah.
All right, like how bougie you getting with your ice cream choices here? Like,
Yeah.
all right,
Are
let's
you
figure it.
going
We'll show you
through-
what middle
yeah.
class is all about here. All right, so
Oh man. I have to think about my answer now.
I'm
Or you
throwing out
guys
my new, like, if I see it on the shelf, I have a hard time trying something new because I like it so much. It's the salted caramel core,
Dude, caramel
with the blonde
sutra.
with the blonde brownie bits in
Yeah.
it. Like it's just
Isn't it
done.
caramel sutra?
No,
Isn't
is that what
that
it's
the name
called?
of it? I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, I just know it's the one that says salted caramel core.
Yeah.
and good. Yes,
Believe
so
me, I
that's,
know mine. I know my
So yes,
Jerry's.
that one. Yes.
All right, so for sure that one's bomb. Dude, I love the Americone Dream.
Yes, the one with from the
Fantastic.
night from the
It's a Colbert.
yeah, correct, yeah, with the waffle cone.
Yeah,
right.
dude, so good.
it is really good.
It's just got chunks of like the bottom of drumsticks in it, like
Yeah,
the
it's
best part of a
best. Yeah,
drumstick.
correct. They put it in ice cream. It's like
Yeah.
genius. Like, why has no one thought of this before?
Colin, do you have a shout out flavor that you love?
anything like any of the peanut butter ones.
Oh.
I forget like exactly what it's called.
Chunky
peanut
Monkey?
peanut butter anything. Like
Yes.
I'm in love with Reese's.
Like their Reese cup, like one, or the peanut
The
butter
peanut butter
cup.
core.
Oh my, no,
Yeah,
no.
like
the
that
peanut
one-
butter
oh
core
my-
is a
that
little
was
bit
like-
much for me, but the peanut butter cup is
Yeah.
like it's how many peanut butter cups are you putting in
It's
one
basically
little
50-50.
Like,
Like,
you
Yeah,
almost feel
it
bad
is.
for eating it afterwards,
Yeah.
but you're like, this is so good. Like I know I'm gonna.
this is why it's in a little cup.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, that's just a little serve. That's one
Correct.
serving, right?
Yeah, and my wife's always like, she's like, you don't have to finish the whole thing. I'm like, that's why it's
Yeah.
this size.
That's
if
the
they wanted,
biggest
didn't
fucking
want me to
lie in the
finish
world,
it,
yeah.
it would be bigger. Like, just stop. Like, you're not. It's never gonna taste the same the second time. Just finish it. Just be a big
Exactly.
kid
Like
and
you
just
know
finish
why
it.
you put it in this size container because you're expecting that sad person watching a sad movie is going to crush that entire thing while they cry into it every time, without fail. I'm trying to think of other great flavors because there's so many.
A classic was an early go to for me, and it's still every once in a while just hits half baked.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
mean,
there you go.
the
half
cookie
baked
dough
is
and
just
stuff.
one right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, and brownie, like it's
yeah,
just
for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
easy.
Yeah, fish food is another.
I've
great
never
one.
had it.
It's
It
a
does
good
sound
one.
again. It's one of those like, do I want to risk it and try it, or I have my like just tried and true right in front
Yeah,
of me?
I mean, and then there's one more that I can't remember the name of it, but it had raspberry swirl with like brownie and hot fudge in it. It was so effing good, but it was like a seasonal one. They didn't come
Damn it,
back
Ben
out
and
with
Jerry.
it. I know. I was very sad. 'cause
It was
that's like-
definitely that's a Jerry move.
yeah,
For sure.
It is. Yeah,
like that was
definitely
a
not
Jerry
Ben.
decision
Yeah.
to come up with a seasonal.
We
thing.
all know Ben's big.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
all right?
Yeah, like come
Come on
on.
now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Is that true?
Jerry. Yeah.
is he the? I had no
Yeah.
idea. I was-
It's big,
all right,
big Ben.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, little
Jerry.
Jerry.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, yeah. Right, there we go. Done. Was there one more question we were thinking about? Oh,
So
you
we had the.
Halloween kind.
I do. Yeah.
right?
So
Okay, yeah.
we're. It's Halloween time.
Yeah,
so
this
we got
is
to
the
wrap
episode
it up
before
with
Halloween.
like.
We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we got to have, and we'll wrap it up with favorite candy tier talk here. So, as a child,
Okay.
what were you most pumped about finding in your bag of treats when you went out trick or treating? And we'll tier talk
Definitely
it out.
Reese's.
Reese's number
Reese's.
1A.
Reese's number one.
Are you getting any specific kind, or are we just going like flat out just Reese's cup?
We're going regular Reese's cup. Nothing beats it.
Okay.
If I were to pick another one, oh man, what would I be pumped to be? Like any of the king size bars. Like
Oh,
when
yeah.
you got a king
I like
size
I like
bar.
that you said any of
Yeah,
the above. Yeah, I'm not
exactly.
going to be picky. If you're going to give me a full
Because you know what?
size,
You mean like
well
Yeah.
done.
you mean to tell me I'm that special of a child, or you're giving me the king size bar?
You're the real MVP.
Heck
now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
It made you feel so good. You're
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh man.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, that's how I fell in love with Payday. Never had a payday
Yeah.
until I got a random one king size trick or treating.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, it doesn't have chocolate and it's a great, delicious candy bar. The hell is this? Yeah.
You know what I always avoided forever when I was little, but now I'm like, why did I do this my whole life?
Three Musketeers.
No, it's still Three
Damn.
Musketeers. I like them, but now I'm like, no.
See,
get
I
that
used
outta
to
here.
love them, but now I'm like, where's the substance?
Yes,
here?
correct.
Right. I'm eating this candy bar and I'm just as hungry as when I
There's
did it.
Baby
Nothing there.
Ruth.
Oh, Baby Ruth. Yeah, don't sleep
Smack-
on that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're good.
Fuck.
They're good.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I think my last one that I was really pumped about getting was the Hershey's, but with almonds in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that was a banger.
Just a little textural juxtaposition
It
to
is.
toss in
Yeah.
there.
It
Just like that little snap. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
So for honorable mention for me,
Yeah.
I'm more of like a chocolate guy, but like just I like mixing it up every once in a while. A good like bag of Skittles. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Just that little
Hell yeah.
red bag just thrown in there. Be like, you know,
Oh,
it's always
yeah,
there
there you
just
go.
to cleanse the palate. You know what I mean? Like
In between your
other shit.
chocolate treats.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, oh, let
You
me
know
get
what I
a little lemon in between that.
Correct.
Thank you.
Number 3 was it's a tie because like to me it's just do I want nuts or do I not want nut? Milky Way and Snickers, the fun size ones
Yeah.
when they're in there. Either one. You know what I mean? Not gonna
Yep.
Can't complain either way.
Number 2, I'm gonna go Reese Cup.
Yep.
Okay. Like it could have been my
I
number
already know
one
your
easy.
I already know
Yep.
your number one though.
Okay. What's my number 1?
It's a derivative of Reese's, but it's pieces. What?
No, it's not. So okay.
my
So that's
gosh.
like if I'm going to the movie
What?
theater, I'll go no. So my number 1 is $100,000.
Okay, all right.
100
you
grand.
do like 100 grand.
because it's not, you're not always going to get it. But you know the house, like when you start seeing the Hershey's bar and stuff like that, you're like, oh shit. Another honorable mention is just a standard Crunch bar.
Oh yeah.
Like Nestle's Crunch
Okay.
bar. Does
Yep.
So I gotta say, I think I know the reason why you didn't say Reese's Pieces because
Why?
it's that small bag and you're just disappointed that there's
Yeah.
only like 6 in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I get it,
Yeah, correct.
You're like, I don't want to open like 5 of these
Yeah.
things. Like,
I'm going to
just give me a
shove them
full
inside
serving.
a peanut butter cup and then go.
Oh, thank God for big cups.
Yep.
All right, honorable mention for me. I'm gonna go with the trolley gummy worms, that little pack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always
Okay.
like same
Yeah,
reason,
correct.
like little palate cleanser.
see that.
The number 3 Starburst. Even if it's the 2-pack, you're always hoping one of them's pink.
Yeah.
How pissed are you if you get like 2 yellows?
So like, I'm weird. I like the yellow.
Okay,
I don't like
okay.
Oh,
red.
I like the yellow too.
Yeah,
Which
the red's the one I don't like.
Okay, so if you got 2 red, are you like,
I'm
God,
a little disappointed. That's the one like here,
Yeah.
Sean.
we used
too.
to straight up trade.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, give me all your lemon. Like I'll trade you red,
Yeah.
no problem.
Facts.
Let's see, number 2. I gotta go. You know, just because when I was a kid I loved it so much, but give me 3 Musketeers.
Okay.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed eating those little delightful clouds.
Yeah.
Not anymore though.
There you go.
And number 1, it's an old man candy, but dude, I love Almond Joy.
Oh man,
I know.
forgot- oh,
You thought
I
my
cannot believe
number-
I forgot almond joy.
See,
that was
you like Almond Joy too?
I love them.
Okay.
that's like
Yeah.
There's
I'm
there's
replacing
2
them.
different types, or is that
Replacing
one
my
a
list.
Mound Joy and one's an Almond Joy?
So
Is that what it
Mounds is one,
Okay,
and then
okay,
Almond
okay.
Joy. So Mounds is just the chocolate covered coconut. Almond has
Yeah.
the actual almond on top, which you need the almond. I'm sorry,
All right, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna.
do.
Next time I might try one
dude. I'm telling you,
because
man,
I actually
like,
don't dislike coconut.
yeah, and it's a very mild
I
coconut.
do not
and
like
it's good
coconut
chocolate.
rum. That's for a Patreon only like kind of story
Yeah.
thing. But I don't like coconut rum, but like coconut flavor, like I like it.
Yeah, I mean that's so don't sleep on it.
I won't.
Almond
Yeah,
Joys.
I won't.
That definitely replaces them my number 2.
Hell yeah.
Heck
Almond
yeah,
joys.
love it.
So Colin's a proud member of Team Big Asp. If you didn't catch this week, we did drop the Halloween Big Asp shirts. If you do order one, it's not going to be in time for Halloween, but you can still rock that and look good, preparing for next year and the rest of the
It's
year.
always
throughout.
spooky season in cornhole.
But
Doesn't
seriously,
matter.
I can't say enough about the quality of the t-shirts though. Like they're very good
They are
t-shirts.
good shirts.
So it's either 20 or 25 just depending on which design you want, but you can check that out at jamapparel.com and then you go to the Big Asp collection and you'll find all of our stuff there. So I forgot to say that in our part because we were kind of
Yeah,
rushing through and stuff.
people are
but-
still listening.
Hell
so
yeah.
there we
Hell yeah.
go.
But Colin, man, this has been fun. Thank you very much for joining us.
It has been fun. Thank you so much for having me on.
For sure. So we're gonna let the folks go at home. We'll have you hang on for just a minute. But
Yep.
Well, hang on. What's since we shouted out the Big Asp Apparel, you
Yeah.
can also use code RollKing
oh yeah,
Oh,
for
you
sure.
can.
at checkout to give Colin some bump up here.
Hell
so,
yeah. Go
you
support
know,
your boy.
Help the boy out.
Go support your boy. Do you want to shout out any other sponsors?
Yes, I do. I want to shout out Mosaic Salon. I want to shout out AAES Electrical
Nice.
from here locally.
That's sweet.
I want to shout out Brotherhood Cornhole, best bags in the business. use code ROLLKING at checkout.
There you go.
There you go.
And I want to shout out. Oh man, I cannot leave anybody off. That would make everybody.
You Mass Apparel.
Mass Appeal.
Yep.
Shouted them out earlier, and obviously Big Ass.
There you go.
Damn
I was
skip,
gonna say I took that care of that one.
Yeah.
But thanks. Thanks.
We'll take it.
Yeah, for
Also,
sure.
also WEM Designs.
Oh, there you go.
Handcrafted Vermont jewelry.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Very beautiful.
I love hearing all the local sponsors though.
Yes.
That's smart. You know what I mean? Like that's the best
Means
way
you
to
get
go
yourself
about it.
out there and you're marketable
for
and
sure.
likable.
Yep.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good thing.
Oh yeah. All right, folks. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll be back again next week with more audio gold. But until then, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.